How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I just wanted to have one final preview of round two of the Six Nations just before everything kicks off this Saturday and then ending on Sunday with Ireland versus Scotland. So I wanted to give my my initial review, score predictions as to what they're going to be, and I want to hear from you guys. So as always, like and subscribe, and let's get on with it. So first of all, we have Italy versus Wales starting off the weekend. They're going to be starting it off strong with the game in Rome. And wow, this is going to be a spectacular game. Obviously, it doesn't reach the heights of the other games, but a hard fought game because both of them are going to be vying for as many points as possible. They both want to get their first win of the Six Nations and they want to get their season up right. Right. So not only is Wales going to Italy, they're going to be playing Italy in a very, very intense match. Italy played very well up against Scotland, ended up losing, right? But we saw all, all of the signs of a ridiculously strong squad that was beaten because of the genius of the Scotland backs. Can France or can Wales do it? It's not. It's only going to be an uphill battle. It is only going to be an uphill battle. And personally, I see the way this is going. Italy is going to beat Italy is going to beat Wales by at least 6 points. A majority of them are going to come through penalties. I do feel that Wales is going to break through, and they are going to get a try, maybe even two. But ultimately, Italy's going to get at least one try, majority in penalties, and they're going to flush the game out. They're going to make it difficult. They're going to make it hard for the Welsh to play. They're going to be putting a lot of pressure at the breakdown, turnovers, and they're going to use their kicking game with Menoncello and Thomas Allen to really relieve pressure, make space, and just keep the heavy hitting pressure on Wales. So I'm saying I'm saying 24, 24-18, 24-15. You know what? Let's meet in the middle. So I said 20, let's say 24-16. 24-16. That's right. That's where I'm going. Italy, Wales. I have Italy to beat Wales in Stadio Olimpico in Rome, 24-16. Next, we move into England versus France. Now, this is going to be another smasher, right? Le Crunch. This is a rivalry that's been going on for God knows how long. But the difference here is France is coming to Twickenham. We all know the atmosphere that Twickenham gives. We all know having all of these Englishmen revving up the stadium, really setting things alight. It's going to give England the boost. England are coming in with a strong squad, having Finn Smith at 10, Marcus at 15, right? Tom Willis getting his first start, obviously Finn Smith getting his first start, having a couple of Saints boys as well. So there's a good amount of Saris, there's a good amount of Saints that are going to be playing for England. The place is going to be electric. It is going to be electric. But is that enough to stop France? Is that enough to stop Miafao? Is that enough to get under the skin of Dupont? Is that enough to stop Jalibert's genius? Thomas Ramos's kicking? How will England handle BLBRA when he gets running? How are they going to handle that? All right. Never mind the sheer force and physicality of Winnie Antonio. What are they going to do? France on another level. Their recycling game is ridiculous. Their offloading game is ridiculous. Dupont, he can kick from both feet. He understands the game perfectly. He knows exactly what to do. His anticipation is like he can bloody see into the future. That's just one player, right? And then you still got to deal with Barassi. You still got to deal with Pinot. These are all elite players. Aldrit got man of the match last game. And what happened? Just as he got named man of the match, hold my beer. I'm going to go score a try. What does he do? He goes and bloody scores a try. Phenomenal. Personally, player for player that is playing with the squad, the only player that I would pick in a head-to-head would probably only be Ollie Lawrence. He is probably the only player that I would pick as an Englishman over like-for-like position, because Ollie Lawrence is just a monster. And he really has everything you can want as a centre. But I don't know. I don't know who else. Who else could you pick? Maybe Maro Itoje, because Maro Itoje is a phenomenal player. And at 4, I you know what? I would say Itoje as well, because you compare Itoje as a 4 to Ruma at 4. Yeah, I take that back. I would play Itoje over Ruma, right? Um, yeah, that's about it. Personally, that is about it. Am I picking Marcus Smith over Ramos? No. Am I picking Finn Smith over Jalibert? No. I'm a Saints fan. Don't get me wrong. But I give props when it's due. I see quality when it's there. And France are just stacked with quality. What can you do when you have the quality to have someone like Bailly on the bench? When you have someone like Julian Marchand on the bench, this is like South Africa level. This is like South Africa depth that France are forming here, right? Having the ability to have Archias Snyman on the bench and then come on the 60th minute. That is the kind of depth that you want. And that is something that France is building, and they're getting there before anybody else. So, can England do it? Can England put the pressure to France? I think they're going to try. Can they do it for 80 minutes? That is the question. I want to hear what you guys think. Can England, what's the word? Can they copy? Can they not reenact? Well, basically, from Tom Curry, I think, scoring on the 78th, 77th minute, and Tommy Freeman scoring on the 82nd minute up against Ireland. Can they take that level of intensity, that level of fire, and turn it into the 80 minutes? Personally, I feel if they are able to do that, if England come out of the gates fighting and screaming and bloody willing to die, they could do it. They could definitely beat France. But will they? I don't think so. And I do think if France do beat England, that moves them up a little bit in terms of world rankings as well, because of the way world ranking is done. I think if there's a certain amount of positions between you and another team, like 10 positions or something like that, you don't get any points up with a win. So this is why France did not get any points to move them further up the world rankings after beating Wales. But if they are able to beat England, it should move them. It should move them up. But let me know what your thoughts in the comment section below are, please. I want to hear what you guys think. And as always, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.